We were 13
in our pajamas
at a local corner store
after midnight.
when we were invited to go for a beer.
Oh man, sleeping on the trampoline at my house because sleeping in the house meant that we'd have to sneak out of the house. So sleeping on the trampoline made it easier to sneak out. And we
It did.
weren't. Oh.
And we weren't allowed to sleep over at my house. That wasn't an option.
And we were forbidden to hang out at the corner store during the day. So, of course, sneaking off the trampoline, going to hang out at the corner store after midnight sounded like a really good plan.
Until we were approached by a man. Tanya, what
Oh
would
God, yeah, he was in his 30s. He, in context to now, he was probably on something, but he was walking around saying, "I'm on a quest. I'm on a quest for bugs." And for some reason, we engaged him in conversation.
I think we were too afraid
Not
not to. Like, what's happening here? What kind of quest was this guy on? It took him a bit to get to the bugs. It really did. And I think there was this panic that kind of was like, how do we get out of this? Is this guy going to follow us? There was a whole bunch of fear-based stuff that was going on for me, I remember.
well, and my heart was definitely beating out of my chest, and I was like, "Oh God, my dad's right. Hanging out at the store is dangerous, right?"
It's
Yeah,
dangerous.
and
But
yet,
then, but then he invited us to go across the street to the Delta Lion pub, which is no longer there in that location, for a beer. We're
for
13 in our
13,
pajamas and now going into the neighborhood pub for a beer.
talk about like being scared out of our minds. So we said yes, of course, because who in their right mind wouldn't say yes? And we went across to the pub, and I remember sitting there in my pajamas thinking, they're never going to serve us. We are 13 years old. There's
Not
no
a
way this
chance.
woman is going to serve us beer. And I didn't know about beer at the moment, but I know that my sister drank kokanee. So I was like, when she asked me what I wanted to drink, I'm like, I'll have a kokanee, please.
And I just said, yes, me too, please. And then the waitress came back. Didn't she say, did you say Coke or kokanee?
She did. You're right.
And then there was too much fear to go back on that now. So it's like, no, we're sticking to kokanee. That's the plan. And there she goes and gets our beer and comes back with this beer. And now here we are sitting with this complete stranger in the middle of this neighborhood pub at 13 years old in our pajamas drinking beer.
Terrified that my dad's going to walk in the door because this is his local pub where he drinks. But that fear didn't stop us from doing that and so many more things in the idea of havoc, hilarity, and holy shit moments. This was one of those for me, for sure.
Absolutely. We did manage, obviously, to escape the situation. We downed that beer and ran home completely drunk, I'm sure, at 13, and woke up in the morning with a lot of mosquito bites.
I remember that distinctly. Your leg, there was about 50 bites because your leg was sticking out. Oh my gosh. It's so good to return to these memories and realize how lucky we were at making it out okay from some of those situations, the havoc part of our relationship. But really, we have so much hilarity to share. So,
That was 40 years ago.
40 years
Oh my
ago.
God, that was 40 years ago. We've got lots more stories. Stay tuned for more.